Coming up on this Hersheypark vlog.
Another Dark Knights thing right here. Yeah, can you eat 27 hot dogs in 10 minutes? Why is there a Jigglypuff?
Now get ready. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? It is Parkham. We are at Hersheypark for another amazing day. I cannot wait. We're going to get on a bunch of coasters. We're going to be here for quite some time, so let's get into it. And of course, everybody's going to Candy. That's the #1 trap. You want to go right into the Sweet Start access, which they added a new sign up there to signify that. We're going right over there. And we're probably going to hit Skyrush. Quickest way to access Skyrush is through the underbridge. We literally are walking right underneath it. This is the route I usually like to take to get to Skyrush nice and quick. And we should be ready for this ride to go. Fountains are on and everything. Wow, it is really nice to see these. Mind you too, it is a beautiful day. It's going to be about 87 degrees, a little bit under 90. So a lot of people are going to be going to the boardwalk today, which means rides might not have the craziest line. We'll see what happens since the boardwalk's towards the back of the park. Stuff in the front might have a line. Maybe Twizzlers will probably have a bit of a wait since it's a new ride. But Skyrush is looking wonderful as always. Might as well probably the only one up here right now. Let's go. On Skyrush. Man, a front row ride, when you get the opportunity, take advantage of it. They're good. It's pretty good in the front, and then the back row, oh god, that is something else in the back row. That is incredible, incredible, incredible. Right now we're gonna see how the line is for Comet, so I can get that one out of the way. But I also saw that they have pretty much all of the hollow open for Sweet Start, which even includes Twizzler. So Twizzlers actually open early, which is so good. So we might be able to catch a couple of swings on that while we're there. So let's make our way down this way. I think I'll come back to Comet. I know that's a bit of a risky move for me to do, but Comet's not a huge priority. I do want to do Twizzler because it's a great flat ride, and who wouldn't want to ride it? It's really good. So, and it's got maybe a 2-cycle wait, so not too bad. I'll wait this one. Having this open for Sweet Start is a really smart business decision. This ride's incredible. So much fun. The giant swing set from hell in Hersheypark is so good. Twizzler, you got to get out and ride it every time. Cherry and strawberry, 100% are what you want to take when you sit on that ride. It is so, so good. And I didn't really get a look at this earlier, but it is hot dog week. So they're selling a bunch of different kind of hot dogs, which is very fun actually. But we're gonna also get on Great Bear while we're here, since that is also a part of Sweet Start. Let's go. Great Bear's got to be like one of the more underrated B&M inverts because it is such a good ride. It's got such a unique layout, and I think that's what makes it work. You know, I really like what this ride offers, the elements, the environment that it has to work with, the foot choppers with Super Duper Looper, and the whole entire hollow section. This ride just works for what it is. It's such a great roller coaster, and really, you got to get out and ride this thing. It's that good. It's that good. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go up by Confusion, and we are going to wait there for the rest of the park to open. And from that point, we are going to then head to Fahrenheit. And the reason I like to go to Fahrenheit before I go to Wildcat or any of the other coasters that are in the back of the park is primarily because of the capacity. And the capacity on Fahrenheit, as you know, is not very good if this is your home park or you know this park very well. So I usually like to wait out by that area because the wait's not going to be, it's actually a shorter walk to go from there over to Fahrenheit. So I actually like going from up by Claw and then going across. You go around Stormrunner. So basically I'll go Fahrenheit and then probably go to Stormrunner and Jolly Rancher after. So let's see what ends up happening, but that's what I'm looking to do. Pirate is doing some very interesting things right now. Power from the last update is now back up and open, which is great. This is a fun flat ride for a lot of the families. Great to see Howler back up. And let's go to Fahrenheit. And a blessing I see, 3 train ops on Fahrenheit. That is the best kind of ops you can get on this ride. That is huge. That's Fahrenheit. Great looping roller coaster. Intamin really knocked that one out of the park. It's running great. It's running fast. It is just an electric ride through and through. Now we're gonna head over to Remix and Stormrunner and get some rides in. I have not seen Stormrunner test today. Never mind, it's going. Enjoy. And there are people on it. Yay. Just did 3 rides on Stormrunner. Man, this thing is going so good. And while we're here, we gotta go on Remix, which is probably the best boomerang I've done that is not of a Coma Super Bang. I said Super Bang. That's not of a Coma Super Boomerang. So I gotta pay my respects where it is and ride Jolly Rancher Remix as always. Of boomerangs of this design, it is still my favorite. Jolly Rancher Remix is still really good. The tunnel still doesn't work, and there's a little bit of some audio things happening in the station, but it's still such a great ride. It's still really good for the type of ride that it is. So give it a chance. Give it a ride. It's right next to Stormrunner. It's literally directly next to Stormrunner. Moving the entrance right there is like one of the smartest things they could have done. So that's where we're at right now. know what beats the summer heat? Nothing better than a ride on the tidal force. I obviously did not go on it because I'm not a big fan of this ride, personally. Nor am I ready to honestly get that wet. But it is back up and running for those that are interested. It makes sense for the summer to get a ride in on the tidal force. It's a really good water ride that just guarantees you to get wet. But we're gonna head up towards Wildcat and the other rides back there and Lightning Racer and get some rides in on those beasts. Wildcat's running 2 trains right now, but they do have that 3rd bay open, which tells me they are probably trying to get that 3rd train back on very soon. But let's see how the wait is for Wildcat while we're here. Either way, we're gonna wait it out because that's just how good the ride is. Oh my god, I love this roller coaster. Wildcat's Revenge is amazing. It is, and I still think it's still better than Steel Vengeance. It's so good. It's so good. Fast, relentless, not even a half hour into operation. This thing is hauling. It is running incredibly fast. I love this ride to bits. Let's head on this way to Lightning Racer. Looky here, the whip is being used for Dark Knights. They're already starting construction. This is Anti-Mortem's Abator. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that incorrectly, but this is what they're going to be using for it, and it's a good spot to use it. So this is an event I'm looking to coming to later on, as I did not attend last year's, so I definitely want to come to the one this year just to give it a shot and say that I was here for it. But we're here at Lightning Racer because it is probably the most underrated ride here, and it's incredible. So let's go. Alright, just got off Lightning Racer. I want to come back to this one later because it's really running pretty good. I think it could run faster, so I want to take advantage of it coming back later once it really starts to heat up. It's close to 12 o'clock, but we're not doing too bad on time. We just about did everything, so a lot of things are probably going back just for re-rides. Another Dark Knights thing right here. Starting Friday, September 12th, right here. This building here. Back over by Twizzlers Gravity, mainly because I'm hungry and I just want to get food. Just debating if I want over or I want to get another acai bowl. Some good options here for food. And here at the Ola Bowl, they now have a Twisted Bowl, which has actual strawberry Twizzlers in it, which actually looks kind of enticing. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna get it, but that is a new option that they have. I'm assuming it's just exclusive because of Twizzlers Twisted Gravity. So definitely take advantage of it while it's here. It looks really good though. As I brought up earlier, they put the 2nd train on, Skyrush, which is good. Alright, so next up we're gonna go on the Coal Cracker. We actually now have Johnny and Noah right here. We're going on Coal Cracker. silly bands. See, I thought that was something that they only did in Superman Ultimate Flight, A Great Adventure. I guess it carries over here. Alright, Coal Cracker, damage report. What do we got?
Not too bad.
No, that was not too bad. No, it didn't look too bad either. Yeah, we actually... You look bad? Okay. So, we didn't get that wet. There's only one drop. Like, it's only the one drop. And the cool thing about the drop is that, like, it alternates what side you go on, whether it's left or right, but it's the same drop. So, honestly, I'd probably still take Sawmill Log from over it. I've done Coal Cracker before, but the whole thing of doing the wheelie is kind of cool on the final drop, but, like, there's really not much to it outside that. It's still fine. It still gets you nice and a little bit wet, depending how much the boat is filled up. I think this, and I was kind of telling Johnny this in the line, I feel like this park could really use another water ride that's not at the Boardwalk Park water park, like a Rapids, like a new gen Rapids, like Infinity Falls or Mystic Falls from Silver Dollar City could do really well here. I think it could probably even go like right by Trailblazer. I think there's room there. So I see ways where they could probably incorporate something like that, and maybe look into something like that, or maybe that could end up being, if Tidal Force ends up going, that could maybe be what replaces it. I don't know, but I think another like more up-to-date water ride could really help this park out big time. Like, they got another great flat ride which was needed in Twizzler. I think this park could really use another water ride that fits to the dry park. I think a new gen Rapids with like an elevator lift would be so cool here. At least that's my thought, but I don't make the decisions around here. So now you guys probably know me well enough. I don't like going into water parks, but for what we have to go and check out, I'll have to make this an exception. I will say though that, like, of all the water parks, this is probably one of the nicer ones.
For Hackettstown, New Jersey,
There's
Andrew
a hot dog eating contest. What is about to happen right now? I have no idea.
They are off and racing, ladies and gentlemen. This tentative contest
What is happening?
is no sprint to both.
I will never understand how these people are. This guy's eating 15 of these. What?
No hot dogs, no fun, and it's beautiful.
27? My dude needs to chill. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Yeah, can you eat 27 hot dogs in 10 minutes?
I don't think all three of us could do that.
He probably could have, all of us. Yeah. No, he definitely can. No, it definitely can. Alright, after having to endure through 10 minutes of people eating hot dogs, we're gonna go on laugh track. I think this is fitting. Let's go. Alright, we got our ride on laugh track, and we actually spun. Like, we actually spun pretty well. Which is kind of crazy to think about. So I will absolutely take that. That was probably one of the better rides I got on that. Not gonna lie. We were spinning quite a bit. I got a little worried when we got to the wave turn, but after that we started going. We started moving. Oh, that went really well. Man, this place is absolutely slammed today. So again, we'll continue to make the most of what we can with the time. I do want to go over to Super and get a couple rides and stuff in the front maybe, but we'll see what else we can try to hit up. But right now it is packed to the brim basically, especially over here. It might calm down later if we go towards the front, so that's kind of what we're looking into right now into doing, because yeah, it is crazy right now. There's something you don't see every day. What happened to the pirate ship? Oh my gosh. Oh, that makes sense. There's literally no wheels. Huh. Alright. I also didn't even realize the sign has Hershey Kisses inside the chest. That's kind of clever. Alright, we're going on to Cup Fusion. Let's see how we do this time around. Yay, I won something. Cup Fusion. I got like 195K or something like that. But apparently you have to like track it in like the HP Go band or something like that. And then you're able to like put your name in or something. I would have been in the Hall of Fame. I would have been, whatever. But still fun ride. Yeah, I think it's much better than Justice League personally. It does a lot of things really well. It has that you can aim, it's really, really cool. This is one of my favorite blaster rides, and obviously the ones at Disney like excel this one, but it's still fun. Alright, next up we're going to go on the coaster that is so duper that it has to go upside down and become a duper looper. Let's go on the super duper looper. That was something. That was super duper looper. It's fine. I don't really think much of it personally. I mean, for someone like Noah, it's probably the most thrilling ride in the park that he could do until he becomes a Hershey bar, which he's yet a Hershey bar. I'm sure like by the time we come back to the park in like September, October, he's already gonna be 48 inches and he's gonna say that his favorite ride is Wildcat's Revenge. But at least that's the hope. But I believe we're going to go on Comet next, and we will see you there in a minute. Mine has definitely gone down from earlier today, so I think we're making a good chance of coming out to Comet right now. Looks like the app's got this working up again. I don't think this was here last time, huh? Alright, and for tonight's festivities, we're going to see how many times it takes for Comet to stop in its proper spot. It already stopped once. Let's see how many times this is going to take. That's 2. Here we go.
Welcome back. Please remain.
Down with me, that's 3. There's 4. There's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ain't that something? Well, that was really something. I had no idea this thing even had trims on a turn outside of the brake run. But, yeah, that took away from the ride so much. It was fine, but yikes. I know it's like 87 degrees out, but, like, that's a little excessive. Personally, if you ask me. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably one of the weaker rides I've had on Comet this year, unfortunately. So we went around again because Noah wanted to. It's okay. This thing's not running how it used to earlier in the season. The trim brakes up there just make no sense. I don't know how I feel about this ride, honestly. All right, now we're gonna go into Supply Co. We are heading out of the park, but you don't go to Hersheypark unless you get some free chocolate over the chocolate tour, so only makes sense to go get that, right? Of course. And here we are in Chocolate World, and this place is certainly jumping. There's actually a line for the chocolate tour, which makes sense. It's definitely pretty busy in here. So we've probably been waiting for about 15-20 minutes now. We're moving pretty quick. There's just one more set of switchbacks up ahead, and then we're gonna be on the ride. Why is there a Jigglypuff? What is this? Jigglypuff. There's a Charmander. There's a Squirtle. Why is there a Squirtle on this ride? And there's a Bulbasaur. What is happening? We just gotta find them all, or catch them all, or find them all, or something. There's just a Bulbasaur. Oh no! Meow. Let's do my coins. Meow. What are you doing here? And a Psyduck. Oh boy. What is happening? We're getting taken over by Pokemon here at packaging. Hey, you're supposed to be a myth view. I don't understand why you're here. My ride got bombarded by Pokemon. I'd like to formally rename this ride to Hershey's Pokemon Go Experience. Gotta find them all. Wow. Ah, well that explains it. Just trying to find out why there was a bunch of Pokemon on my ride through of Chocolate Tour. Now I know why. And I bought a whole bunch of nonsensical nonsense on top of that. And that is our quick visit to Chocolate World as well as our day at Hersheypark. We got a lot done for an all-day trip for the most part. The park doesn't close until like 10, but let's be real, I have to drive 2.5 hours just to get home, so I don't think it's much worth the while for me to stay until 10. I might do that for like Dark Nights, and when I do like one Dark Nights visit or something like that, but other than that, next time I'll be in Hershey, I have honestly no idea. I want to come back before CocoCon at least one more time over the summer. It seems like I've been making Hersheypark like a monthly tradition to try to be here at least once a month. So I'll try to kind of uphold that a little bit and just stick to that a little bit. And the same goes for Dorney. I think I feel like I split Dorney like this and Dorney Park each time. So I'll keep up to that. But it was a fun day in Hershey, no doubt. Got on a lot of rides. And no doubt I will be back here again because I love this place. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always take your write-offs. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you all in the park very, very soon. Goodbye.
Here we